My name is Carina and welcome to the Carina Chronicles. Today I'm going to do the It's Finally Fall book tag. The sun is shining, it feels like spring, but the air is colder, like it does in fall. The perfect fall day with sun and cold and beautiful leaves that are falling to the ground. So I thought it was time to do this little tag and show you some fall reads. This tag, I don't know who originally created it. I saw it at Books with Emily Fox. It's a little bit like the cozy autumn tag or something. Doesn't really matter, I think. I saw it at Books with Emily Fox and I'm going to go through the questions that she also went through. She did it before it was even fall because she was looking forward to it so much. I'm doing it the other way around. I didn't want to let summer go, so I waited till I thought, okay, now it really is fall. I can't ignore it anymore. So that's why I'm doing it now. At least today is a good fall day, a good autumn day. So I'm not despairing. But as a lot of people say, autumn is their favorite season. It's not mine. Like, I get it. I love when it's sunny and cold. I love that. And I love how the air smells. And I love the leaves and how pretty everything is. I'm going to my job so happy now when I cycle and it's so pretty everywhere. I love that. But I don't love... Okay, I also love the coziness. Maybe it is my favorite season. I just feel like in summer everyone is happy and in fall not. And I feel like spring everyone is looking forward to summer, so also happy. And in winter everyone is looking forward to the holidays. But in autumn it's just... I don't like people in autumn, but I do like autumn itself. Well, not relevant, let's start with this video. In the fall, the air is crisp and clear. Name a book with a vivid setting. I thought I was done recommending this book in the last million of videos I did already, but this is the book that I know with the most vivid setting, and that is Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. This book was written by an author that actually lived herself in nature, in a marsh. And she describes this place in the book, which makes it very vivid. I thought that was actually one of the downsides of the book. Well, not that per se, because it was really beautifully done. But you could really see that she was very much a professional in writing about the nature and her own experiences, but not in dialogues and people. She just really didn't get people in this book. That was my downside, but a lot of people love this. There's also a movie out of this which is really fitting to the story. It really is like... It actually makes the book stronger, I think, and the book also makes the movie stronger. It's a good duo. And I would really recommend this book. I also think it would be nice for fall, although it might be a little bit more of a summer read. But it has a murder mystery, which makes it fall, you know? I don't know why, but that is just the case. Nature is beautiful, but also dying. Name a book that was beautifully written, but deals with some heavy topic like grief or loss. And for that I have I'll Give You the Sun by Jenny Nelson. This book follows a twin, and we follow the twin in different times. So you follow one of the twin when they're 13, so they're both 13, and one of the twins when they're 16. And in between their mother dies, and they deal with the grief differently. They kind of grew apart, partially because they are so different in how they deal with the grief. And both characters in here are artists, which makes the book very special because you really see through an artist's eye. So art plays a very big part in both of their lives. So they see art in everything they see, in every person they see. So they describe it very differently. I thought this was a very special book. I really, really liked it. I hope I can soon read The Sky is Everywhere, I think the book is called. The only other book that Jenny Nelson wrote, because she's actually such an author that takes around 10 years to write one book and then it's perfect. You know? It's not an author to publish a lot of books at the same time. So I really hope to read her one other book as well. Really, really liked this, and it definitely deals with some heavy topic. Fall is also back to school season, so I need to name a book, a non-fictional book that learned me something new. I don't really read non-fiction. There are a lot on my TBR that I should start to get to. But for now, I didn't have much choice than recommending you The Earth by Martin Redfern. This is the first part in the elementary parts. That is a Dutch collection of encyclopedias all about different topics. I want to collect them all. There are already like 100 or something, but I still want to collect them all. I own the second part about vaccines. Haven't read it yet. This one is about the Earth, and it is really interesting. It goes through all time to see what happened and what consequences some things that happened had on the Earth and on existence of animals and people. I just thought they did something weird with the timeline. I think it is because they didn't follow, or they did follow time. I don't really remember. I think they didn't follow time, they just had different topics, or the other way around. Anyway, the timeline was a bit weird, that you lost track of what you were actually reading. This is actually an English book now translated to Dutch, so you could all read it probably, which is nice. And in order to keep warm and cozy in this cold time, it's important to keep in touch with family and friends. So I need to name a book of which friend group or family I would like to be part of. And for that I chose The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. And no, I don't want to be part of this family. I just want to be part of the friend group, which means that I would also be part of the siblings, but at least wouldn't have like the same parents, because they are not so really nice in this book. But the group that is going on an adventure with Monty, Felicity and Percy, that's just perfect. I want Felicity as my friend, please, and I want Percy to hug me all the time when I am down. Yes, I want to be part of this. So you should read this if you want to feel in touch with characters. Monty is an ass, by the way, but I think we would have fun. And then I need to show you some colorful spines to recommend you to pretend they're like the fall leaves that go to the ground. I have a rainbow, as you can see, and some fall colors are behind here. Some orange, some red, some dark red, some brown. I do own quite some colorful spines that remind me of fall. Although most books that I read at the moment that make me remind of fall are black and purple, which I also own a lot. So quite some colorful leaves. I still can't get over the fact that I actually have a rainbow shelf at the moment. I love it. I adore it. So my leaves are here. So for the next question, fall is actually perfect for storytelling. So I'm recommending to you a book that is telling a story in the book. And for that I chose The Book of Lost Things by John Connolly. This is a very creepy autumn fall recommendation. I would highly recommend you to read this in fall. But it is actually a story where a book is a very important part. It's also not really clear what is really happening and what is a story in itself. And there's also a lot of other books that keep the main character company when he's feeling lonely. So I think that this is just perfect as a storytelling book. And also it is so perfect for fall, I could not mention it in this video. Highly recommend it. And look at all the leaves and all the pretty things. I think you should read this. I actually really liked it. It was very vague sometimes. I wasn't really sure what I was reading, but didn't make me stop reading it. I still liked it. And I always find it impressive when books are like that. And of course, we also need to recommend like a creepy, spooky book, because fall is the season of Halloween and all creepy things. And for that, I'm recommending the book that I literally just finished, which is October Koning by Pamela Sharon. This is a Dutch book, unfortunately, for the people that don't read Dutch. And it's Squid Game. It just is Squid Game. I can't get over that Pamela Sharon wrote this when Squid Game wasn't a thing yet. This is literally the same, but the games are different. The reasoning behind the characters' participation is different. The characters are different. The plot is different, but the game is the same. And it is just as addicting. This is so good. I got it as a review copy and I'm so happy that I got it. It really is very good and very much a Halloween read. Also, it's called October King, so it's perfect for October. Read it. And then we also want a book to warm people when they are feeling cold or rainy themselves and it's just not working out. A quick read that is warming them very quickly would definitely be Heartstopper Volume 1 by Alice Oseman. This is like a 45 minutes read, so if you're down, you could literally be like, okay, I need a break, I'm going to read Heartstopper. You read this and you feel warm. I promise you, this is just such a heartwarming story. It is so cute. It is a graphic novel, so that's why it reads so quick. And it is just perfect. It is just perfect. I really love it. If there's one heartwarming story that I needed to mention, then it's this one. So if you're feeling cold and lonely this month, I'm sorry, Heartstopper can help you warm up. And maybe other booktubers can also help you. I always feel happy when I watch booktubers because I feel part of a community, which is not even that true. Most of those people don't know that I exist, but it just makes me feel there's more than only the life that I'm living at the moment. And I'm loving my life at the moment, but sometimes you feel like this is not, today is horrible. And then escaping to another world inside a book or inside a YouTube video really helps me. Do you have the same? Autumn is also something that is happening every year. It's a recurring situation, just as every season, but okay. So I needed to mention a book that I plan on rereading soon because it's an absolute favorite. I am rereading all of A Song of Ice and Fire series by George R. R. Martin, the Game of Thrones series. And I plan on reading the last part that is out, Dance with Dragons, in November. Maybe I'm even starting it already in October, but that's the last part that I need to reread. The rest I already reread. And then once again I will be waiting for part 6, which will never come out. But I am very happy that I'm rereading it, and Dance with Dragons is definitely a 5-star prediction because it was a 5-star the last time I read it. And I will read it in October or November, depending on how many books I can finish in October. So definitely going to reread that one in fall. And the last question, autumn is perfect for cozy nights, reading nights. And I need to show you some accessories that I use when I'm actually celebrating a reading night. Let me grab those. So I've grabbed some things that I use when I have a cozy reading night. This mug, which I use for tea or for hot chocolate, even if I'm really in the mood, although that's more like Christmas. The mug is also more Christmassy, but I don't care. I use it also, although I also drink a lot of wine. Cozy nights reading, I just really like to drink wine then on my own. Don't judge me. I really like it. A candle. I don't have candles with a particular smell or something. I know a lot of people do to create a vibe. I maybe should do that too, but I usually don't really buy candles. I just get them, and if I'm really out of them, I buy like a 50-cent one and I'm happy. So that's why I never have one with a particular smell, but maybe I would love that. For now, this is perfect fall theme for me. I have a blanket, of course. I have multiple blankets, but I usually use this one because it is very big and it can cover me completely. And what I also do is putting on like the ASMR room, the library room by Book Roast that she made, where you feel like there is this fire burning and you almost can smell like books and wood that is burning, and you hear the wind and you hear, I was never really the type for ASMR, but I really like that video. So I put it on the screen with a little bit of sound, so I really feel like I'm in a library. That is usually how my reading night looks like. So those were actually the 10 questions. I hope you liked this video. Let me know what your perfect autumn recommendation is, because I'm actually in the mood for some autumn books. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like. And if you subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell, you will be notified whenever I post a new video. I have an amazing idea for the next video on Wednesday, and I'm going to film it now. And it has something to do with this mug. So you should subscribe to see what I'm going to do. I hope you'll have a lovely day filled with books, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye! I am usually never a mood reader, but this fall I really feel like all thrillers and murder mysteries need to come to me right now.